Hello and welcome back to another Factorio tutorial. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. Today we're talking about compression and throughput. Interesting little concepts and probably pretty important to the game because the two are linked. They're basically to do with resources on transport belts, and transport belts are the bulk of how you're going to move anything around in a factory. Now I've got two identical belts, two belts of identical length set up. However, one's an express belt which moves at speed whatever 3, and a yellow one which moves at speed 1. What I'm going to demonstrate is the two concepts in one build. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Niente, because I built it wrong. That's not ideal. Oh dear. I should have known that. Okay, let's try again. So, it's going to put it on the belt at equal times. However, you notice that obviously this side gets to the end much quicker. Now, on the left we are demonstrating throughput. This belt, whilst having the same input, has higher throughput. It gets from here to here faster. Throughput is about how quickly you can get something through the system. Throughput is important depending upon the speed of your consumer. So whatever is at this end kind of determines the speed of your belt. Now on the right we're demonstrating a higher compression. This belt has higher compression than this one. This belt can handle a higher compression than the yellow belt. In turn can handle something like 3 or 4 times as much. I might be wrong, it might be 8 or 16 times as much, not sure, but it can handle a much higher compression in absolute values. But for this little build I'm demonstrating a higher compression here. Sometimes you can overcome throughput problems with compression by adding more resources to the line. You'll notice that, you know, every second or so they do arrive at the same time. This one's probably a little bit faster. By adding more items in here, if we were to add in a second lot of inserters and adding more items to the line, we would thereby increase the throughput by increasing the compression. So the two are linked, and that's important to remember. Now, as I said, your consumer is what determines the speed of your belt. Now I'll give you two examples right here with this super duper uber chip factory. Now you'll notice that there are some lines that are still and some lines that are waiting for materials. Now you'll notice that this one here is waiting for materials. This is a compression issue. It has the throughput to get it to the end. You'll notice that occasionally it'll get through. However, there's just not enough items on the line. Very rarely is it that you'll have an actual throughput problem. Normally it'll be with a yellow belt, and you'll notice it fairly substantially because you will have maxed out your compression. Okay, you'll have a situation like this where you've got the belt full and it just doesn't get through to the end of the line. That's when you have a throughput problem. So that's the two. Very quickly, this is going to be a very short video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial where I talk about buffer storage and why production capacity and overhead is a good idea. Look forward to seeing you then.